Hello there, my name is Edward Richmond. I'm an IT professional, IT mentor, and I've also developed software and written for cybersecurity journals as well, just to qualify myself. In this video we are going to open PDFs. It's just a very short video for people that I'm providing mentoring to. On the screen you'll see that I have a window open for a folder called Business, and I have two PDFs in it. One here you can see Entity Framework Core, and one here is called Transaction. So before we dive in and start opening it, let me just explain a little bit about PDFs. PDF stands for Portable Document Format. It was a standard created by Adobe in 1993, which is a long time ago, or it just feels like it for some of us. And their intent by creating it was to create a standard for documents independent of operating system or applications. So obviously at the time you had Microsoft Windows with Word, which was specific to obviously Microsoft products, but also it was a format that was specific to Word. So Adobe wanted to create an image format that could be read on any operating system, and there are a few. There's not just Windows. You've obviously got Mac OS, you've got Linux as well, which is free, and in the modern world now we have mobile phones that run on Android, that run on iOS, which is the mobile version of Apple's platform. And we've had iterations of things like Windows Phone, etc. So there are a lot of operating systems to consider. Obviously, instead of just having one format, it creates a bit of diversity. So people can transmit images and documents and text and whatever it might be in those documents, instead of just relying on one provider. And of course, PDFs are free, so you don't have to pay for a package. You can just create a PDF. So that's a little bit about PDFs. Let's open one. So back to the folder here. I'm just going to click that, and you can see at the side here it brings up a little preview. But if we double click it, you can see it opens the document. A little note: when I configured my system, I configured it to use Microsoft Edge, which is a web browser primarily, but it will open PDFs. You can read PDFs using a web browser, but there are other pieces of software out there that will open PDFs. This is just how I prefer to open them. So if if you are being mentored by me and using another piece of software, don't worry. This is just how I choose to open them. So now that we've got it open, we can see the tools here that we can edit the document with. We can draw all over it, or see the contents. We can erase what we've done, add text to it, which we'll come to later. But that's it really. That's all that you really need to do in order to open a PDF. You just double click it. So once again, if we close that and just double click, and it will open.